to say.
All right, Sunset Rewind 2025 Fan Zone number 8. Coach, significance of that song. You kind of inspired it this morning. I don't have a connection to a Sunset Rewind team, but it's Thompson Twins King for a Day.
Yeah, we kind of Googled songs with a king theme
Right.
for the Sea Kings,
Correct.
Battle of the Bay, and there was a couple choices. That's the one we settled on because we're 80s dorks and just can't seem to get out of that decade.
Yep.
So little Thompson Twins, Sea King for just one day.
Oh, and apparently Kings of the Bay for the next year.
365 days.
Yeah, so let's get right into the Fan Zone comments. Laney Schuff, the Sierra Canyon head coach, admitted on air that he told all his players to flop. Does that change your take on it?
Yeah, I thought the players did that on their own. Here's the deal. As a fan, I don't really care. I kind of get it. He was frustrated because both coaches kind of admitted what happened. I'm not going to rehash the whole story. But where he was wrong is, as a head coach, as the big boy in the room, you have a professional responsibility.
Correct.
And I think he lost his discipline there. I get it. He was frustrated. Yeah. And there's been times as a teacher or a coach, I wanted to handle things my way.
Me too.
But I have a responsibility and obligation to do it the right way. He lost his discipline. Now, he admitted it. He owned it. He apologized. And he's moving on. I'm cool with that.
The ultimate payback is when that happened, I believe they were up 23-0. They had the game in control, and they ended up winning 30-0. So the scoreboard in and of itself should be enough. But we're all human. So.
Well, what also blew it up was when the Sierra guys started running across the field, the AD, and they made it a much bigger thing.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, here we go. And that's why we're still talking about it. But no, both coaches owned it.
Hey, it's football. It's competitive. A lot of emotion. So, Jai 1000. I came here to eat my crow. I knew CDM had a special group, but waxing San Juan Hills wasn't on my bingo card. Congratulations on the big, impressive win. Yeah, you and me both. Yeah.
Yep.
Jaya, a lot of people had San Juan Hills. You don't have to apologize, but we appreciate you owning it. But that was an understandable pick.
Dave, 2011, love the show. I agree. Every big hit now is almost always followed up with a flag. Big hits used to be celebrated. Now they are a liability. The refs need to get together and be willing to wave the flag. Agree.
There was another big hit in the Huntington game, but I don't want to turn the breakdown into let's bash the refs thing.
No,
I could have used it, but that's a whole different argument.
Of course not.
Uncle Richie comments on our show a lot, and I want to ask him this.
Who was a referee.
And that's why I'm referencing him. Can referees get together and say, hey, listen, I threw the flag, but in hindsight, I don't think that was the right call. Can we waive it? Or is it almost like their ego prevents them from doing that? Because if I was a ref and I missed it, I would want you to say, you know what? Actually, it was a clean hit. Let's waive it.
I think the initial shock of seeing a kid get hurtled through the air like that is kind of like, whoa. It kind of takes you back a bit. But then you realize it's football. It's a contact sport. There was no helmet to helmet. There was no bad intentions there other than to just make a great play. And both of those hits were legitimate, clean football hits that those kids were taught the right way to tackle. But, that's that. We'll just move on from it.
I just get frustrated when nobody throws a flag and then one does about 3 seconds too late and then everybody else does almost like to have his back.
Correct.
It's like, come on, guys, get together and make it right because big hits used to be celebrated. And now, like I said, you're holding your breath thinking, oh, God, flag, flag, flag.
So Donnell Esiani 62 says, a different angle shows number 44 punched out the ball and caused the fumble, not a touchdown.
That's Adam Chauny's dad, I think.
Okay.
And I apologize for mispronouncing that name. I butchered that on air. I met the mom actually at the Noon's party, and so she corrected us. I just go with what I get. And I was the end zone going in, so I didn't really get to see it. But it's just one of those things, man. It happens.
Well, put on your seatbelt. Dan Trung has officially spoken.
I read it.
Okay.
I read these comments too.
Yeah.
Let's get into the bad, the good, and the ugly of Sunset Rewind. The bad was originally going to Teran, but since he went with La Habra, that makes him officially the ugly. Do you know what the good and the bad and the ugly is, Teran?
Yes.
Okay, the old Clint Eastwood film.
Of course, yes.
Great film. Okay, good. So the bad title now goes to Moe. Moe, stop bullying Teran.
Yes.
And of course, the good goes to Kevin. Always calm, collected, and keeping the peace between the bad and the ugly. I try my best. Good job, Kevin. The bad and the ugly. I think it's time for an arm wrestling match to settle this once and for all. Ooh. Can I be the promoter?
I'd rather do the 40-yard dash instead. We'll settle it that way.
I'll take Teran in that.
We'll see. Oh, well, we could also play Smash Ultimate, the video game.
Oh,
Was that one of
Super
those-
Smash Bros. Brawl.
Now, Teran, that one I got to warn you about. This guy,
Oh.
yeah, he's a video game.
That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
You got a better
I
chance.
used to be a video game
he's
guy.
like
and
he's
then-
like a Jedi master of video games. I'm just telling you. I've known Mo now 34, 35 years. It's always been that way.
Teran, you have a better chance beating me in the 40. Let's stick
So.
with that.
Maybe what about Pokemon?
I don't know that. You can beat me in that.
God, we sound like such nerds.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Sound like. I think it's confirmed.
All right. One Vega 412. Let's go Noah. Yeah, agreed. Noah Banua. Tearing it up at Golden West College.
I think they're 6-0 now.
They
They're-
barely beat Bakersfield, but that was
Nice.
Bakersfield's homecoming, 28-21.
Junior colleges have a homecoming.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
they do have homecomings.
I've
and
never
they bring
attended
back their alumni
Saddlebacks.
and
Have you
whatnot.
attended Santa Barbara Cities?
I'd go to it if they'd reach out to me.
Have you attended Orange Coast College's homecoming? Since all three of us went community
Let's
college.
not talk about OCC football.
Yeah, I've never been to Saddleback's homecoming, but whatever. Dave 2011. The back and forth between Sleepy Moe and Teran is priceless. I agree. On a side note, just out of curiosity, do you guys have any non-academic books you can recommend? Well, I'm an English teacher and in English literature. I'm a big fan of Cormac McCarthy. If you've ever read any of his literature, he wrote his most famous novel is probably All the Pretty Horses. He can write. In my humble opinion, his command of the English language is maybe only second to William Shakespeare. Just the way he writes is just so beautiful. You can't go wrong with any of the John Grisham stuff either. So,
I've got two.
Stephen King.
Yeah, I was going to bring them with me, and I woke up. I just forgot. It's been a long day, long 24 hours. The first one's called Never Split the Difference. It was written by a guy who was in the FBI. He was a hostage negotiator.
Okay.
And if you think about it, negotiation, you're always negotiating with your bosses, your students, your players, your husband or your wife. I mean, there's a lot of different negotiations, and he talks about the tactics and things that are outside the box. It's a really good read.
Can I guess the next one you're going to say?
Yeah.
Seal of God.
Seal of God was written by a guy who went to Huntington Beach. He was a total degenerate, flunked out, ended up at Ocean View, I think. Got it together, became a Navy SEAL, talked about the whole process. He's talking about jumping off the pier, running from the police, the one that had the rubies on the end of it in Huntington. I mean, it ties in so much to where we are and what we do. And then, whether you're a Christian or not, it's not a real preachy book. So, if you're a Christian, you'll absolutely love it. But even if that's not your thing, it's not real preachy. I read it in 2 days, and I'm not a big reader. I couldn't put it down. It's a great book called Seal of God.
That's
Seal
a great question.
of God.
As an English teacher, I appreciate that, Dave. That's a great question. Cheesy 9.
I actually want to get that guy on the show. I'm going to try to reach out to him.
Huge if we could get him on here. Yeah, that'd be great. CDM posted on X the line for people wanting tickets for Battle of the Bay. It went around the block. Get there early, assuming you get tickets. Yeah, it was
8,000.
It was a great crowd.
I saw that video.
Tommy Tarr. This is interesting. Teran kind of alluded to this last week about the location. I brought up Tower Records. Tommy Tarr said he thinks Tower Records was located on the location of your studio.
Yeah, it's
Right.
pretty much where the Walgreens is by the Del Taco.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, Del Taco on the corner there?
No, he's saying he thinks Tower Records was
right
located
here.
like here, like this part of 17th Street.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, and he would know. I mean, that's
I just remember Tower Records from way back in the day. I think I was like 6 when I went to Tower Records.
Yes.
Jaya 1000. It's not that I'm avoiding you guys. I'm just more focused on the game and Snack Shack. I also work while others play, so I don't have every Thursday and Friday night off. Lucky to catch one game a week. CDM, Laguna, Marina Oilers, CDM. That's who he was rooting for, obviously, this week. Okay,
Jaya, you have no responsibility to come find us. We're just messing with you.
No, we just, anytime you get the chance, we'd love to meet you. It'd be great. We appreciate all the support and the great comments you have, and it's awesome. And keep contributing. Thank you.
Do be known that if you do win the pick'ems, then we do got to take you out for lunch or brunch.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yep.
We would owe that to them. Teran Rodriguez,
Hi.
you actually had a comment. Would you like me to read it?
Yes.
Does that count? Can we do that?
Of course it-
Teran,
of course.
Teran's a game changer, dude. It's
I get it.
Teran.
I
Come
get
on.
it. I get
right,
it.
Teran?
Yeah, you read my comment last year from Battle of the Bay.
Okay, I'll read this in my calm Kevin voice.
Yes.
You'll have to forgive my anger and frustration in this week's Fan Zone episode. I forgot when it comes to Battle of the Bay week, Mo picks on, messes with, screws around with me more than the previous weeks. So, Teran, I don't think your anger and frustration was out of line at all. I think that's awesome that you're willing to offer this up, but I don't think you have anything to apologize for. I think you're well within your rights. If Mo was messing with you, if Mo was screwing with you, or any of that stuff, you have a right to react, and you were classy the way you reacted. So I'm going to take Teran's side on that.
Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, Teran, Sleepy Moe is very sleepy today. That's an
I'll be
appropriate
nice
title
to you
for me.
this
Well,
time-
I'm
this
too tired to fight Teran.
Teran, I've got
Next week.
Teran, I've got a special treat coming up for you later in the slideshow that
I know what it is.
I haven't told you about. Oh yeah, you do. You'll figure it out, right? Okay. Michael Cobley, Sleepy Time with Sleepy Moe.
That's right now.
So he loves that. Cheesy 993, Sea Kings for the win versus Harbor 31-14. Not a bad pick. It turned out to be 21-6.
Yeah, the difference was about the same.
That's pretty close.
Nice call. Cheesy.
Laney Schuff again. How many heartbreaking losses is Harbor going to have this year?
5 for sure.
They are way better than their record. Battle of the Bay will be a great opportunity to bounce back.
You got to take advantage of those opportunities.
And then Jai 1000, another comment here says, another amazing week of high school football in Orange County. I attended the Marina Sunny Hills game and CDM versus San Juan Hills. I'll say it one more time. We are so spoiled as high school football fans. There are too many great coaches and players to keep track of. Could not agree more. I'll be at the La Habra game this Friday watching Edmonds Foster and Company. Thanks again for all you guys do. I appreciate every second of it.
Boy, he saw a good one.
Boy, yeah, did he ever.
I got one comment to read. This is from a former student of mine. He emails me all the time, and I always forget. So let me just read it. This is from Cody Carlson. Great music choices. When are you going to have people from Kennedy High School on? Mr. Padios was my English teacher. Would you have everyone from the show sign a book and send it to me? What book do you want me to sign, Cody? I will.
I will too, yeah. Gladly.
Teran's autograph is priceless, so if we do that, you got to frame it and keep it and hang on to it. All right, Cody. I'm a man of my word.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
This podcast is brought to you by Arbor Real Estate, serving the coastal cities of Orange County, offering Southern California's most sought-after homes. Visit us today at arborrealestate.com.
And we got 2025 Sunset Rewind week number 8. That's Fan Zone number 9, correct, Teran?
Yes.
All right. I think I said 8 mistakenly earlier.
Yeah, you
It's
did
9.
earlier, and then I put
Got
up
myself. Thanks, buddy. Sunset Rewind in the news this week. All right, we got a lot of news. And
Let's get
it's
started.
all
Buckle
good
up.
stuff. It's all good stuff.
James wants to get out of here so bad. We might make the afternoon games.
Okay. So, Drives Guy, flag football champions now starting varsity for Huntington Beach. Look at that. Warren, Gray, Seguin, and Kurtz all played flag football together. Now they're crushing it at Huntington Beach High. That's really cool.
Yeah, when the guys grew up together and are
that's
playing
so
high school
cool.
together. Remember the Goonies from Harbor a couple
Yeah.
years ago? I love stories like that.
That's just beyond cool. That just really is. Corona Del Mar alumnus and current UCLA football player Russell Ware, number 83, celebrates the Bruins' 42-37 victory over number 7 ranked Penn State, who's not number 7 anymore, with Coach Jerry Neuheisel and his UCLA teammates on Saturday, October 4th, 2025 at the Rose Bowl. Thank you very much for the Weir family for sending that photo to you, Mo.
He looks so much like his dad, Jerry. It blows me away. In fact, when Rick Neuheisel was my coach at UCLA, he was about the same age. It just blows me away. But, yeah, Bruins.
I met Jerry one time. He came to Cyprus to watch Matthew Morrell.
Oh, yeah, that whole backstory. That cost a friendship or two. But anyway.
Committed! Glenn Baranowski announced it last week on the show, but here it is official. University of San Diego. We spoke with his mom last night, and she could not be more proud of her son, and we could not be more proud of him. Congratulations, Glenn.
And she was happy because he's going to be playing on grass.
Yes,
no more of that
not
AstroTurf. No more rug burns that last the whole season. Have fun down there, man.
Here's your guy, Captain Solo. Now
Colonel
at Golden,
Solo. I
Huntington
promoted him.
Beach, now at Golden West. Got a scholarship, offership.
Golden West is pulling all the
Southern
Sunset
Utah
League guys. I love it. That's going to be my favorite JUCO going forward.
Side-
Him and Saddleback.
Side question.
Yeah.
Who do we know that went to Southern Utah University?
Does he go to Los Al?
Yeah, well, he coaches at Los Al.
Oh,
TJ?
coaches.
TJ Fenton.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where TJ Fenton went.
Played receiver there.
Orange County Boys Athlete of the Week. 2 weeks in a row, a Sunset Rewind players got that award. Last week, Lenny Ibarra. This week, Brady Annette, Corona Del Mar, for that victory over San Juan Hills.
Yeah, he went off that game. He was a one-man wrecking crew.
Stud.
Coach of the Week for the Chargers, Matthew Hatchett, Huntington Beach. Look at all this good stuff we got going on.
If you want to see the best players and coaches, just tune into the show because we got them covered.
Look at all
Do
this.
it.
Oh, real quick, did you see the modern day score by any chance?
I did.
Or who they played?
I did.
What was it? Who did they play?
Santa Margarita.
Carson
Teran,
Palmer.
what was the score?
6-7.
Oh!
6-7. Half the people have no idea why that's funny. The other half are laughing. 6-7.
There is a game this Thursday at SoFi Stadium, home of the Chargers and the Rams. It will feature the Edison Chargers 5-2, the Los Alamitos Griffins 7-0 in their first Alpha League match of the 2025 season.
What a game. If anybody in the Los Al or Edison community has any connections, please hit me up. I don't mind a Thursday game. I don't mind driving up to LA at 5 o'clock. But I saw the ticket prices online. They started like 40 or 50 bucks plus parking.
Plus parking.
Like when I work, I typically get paid. I don't want to pay to go to work. So I'd love to go to this game, but just out of principle, and it has nothing to do with the dollar amount. It's just I'm not paying $60 to go to that game. Sorry.
That's an
So if you
amazing,
can get me in, and Kevin and Teran, great. If not, no big deal. We'll go to Huntington. And
amazing graphic created by JP West. You got Coach Grady and Coach Fenton. Looks like Colin Creason and Camden Tillis for Los Al, and then Sam Thompson and Aiden DiGiacomo for Edison. So nice.
if you can't make the game, check out NFHS. They got to be showing this game, I would think, because that's going to be one you're going to want to tune into for sure. Big game.
The Kennedy Spartans. I'll let Coach Patios explain this.
Oh, this was so when we had not the Kennedy, the Edison players in last week. One of the trivia questions was, what was their original mascot? Or somebody put
The
that in the
bonus
comments.
question. That was my
That
bonus
was
question.
Okay, thank you, Teran. So Edison was supposed to be the Kennedy Spartans, and ironically, their colors were the same as Kennedy High School in La Palma, green and yellow.
There you go.
So for Cody, who asked me a question earlier, when we can talk about Kennedy, technically Edison would be Kennedy, so that's as close as it gets.
There you go.
The Kennedy Spartans, interesting.
Look at that. That was the helmet that the Sailors rocked last night. The old school Popeye the Sailor Newport Harbor helmet. For those of you who might have watched the video and you're like, what's Harbor wearing those white helmets? That's what they look like.
It took every bit of my moral fiber not to try to steal one of those. That is the coolest helmet, and if I ever get my hands on one, I'm not giving it back.
And on the back,
I'll pay for one.
The back flap, everybody had Newport. It was just, so nice.
They had to eat their spinach. They didn't eat enough. That was the problem.
The Troy Foster Orange County receiving yards record watch.
Are we doing you did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Countdown for the all-time county record for receiving yards. Go ahead. I didn't mean to steer your thumb.
No, that's all right. Troy Foster currently has 2,742 career receiving yards and needs 347 more, which would put him at 3,089.
So let's do the math. That's about 315 yards, give or take. 115 yards a game. He's got 3 more.
Correct.
Plus the playoffs.
Yep.
Woo,
This
you
is
could
the
be looking
official
at-
countdown watch every week we will do from here on out.
You could be looking at the all-time Orange County receiving record holder.
Yep.
There's been a lot of good receivers that come out of Orange County, so that's a heck.
How cool is that? Yeah.
All right, man. Stay tuned.
Here's the Orange County top 35 rankings as of October 7th. This week, we get Steve Fryer's interpretation other than instead of Dan Albano. So here's where he sees the Sunset Rewind teams this week. And this is obviously before the games on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
I would have Los Al 1, CDM 2, Edison 3, Huntington Beach 3, Edison 4.
All right.
So I disagree, but anyway.
2025 Sunset Rewind Orange County statistical leaders changed a little bit this week. Passing, of course, Edmonds is 5. And this is not counting Game 7, of course. This is before the games. Annette is 9. Muir at 11. And thoughts and prayers
He's
to
going to
Muir.
stay there.
Hopefully
He
he's
got
getting
dinged up,
healthy.
but hopefully he's back.
Receiving, Foster back to number 1. Big shock. And add another 143 yards to that total right there, which will put him at, 997?
That's amazing.
So there you go. Honeycutt is at 17, but I think there's an asterisk here. I don't think Marina put up the stats for the other night because when I went on there, I didn't see anything.
When I broke the game
Yeah.
down, I just assumed all those touchdowns were to him, but I'm like, wait, who's this gunner? Oh,
I mean, the stats the prior week, I don't
Right.
think they're included. So it still counts. They still show him playing 6 games, but none of the other stats changed.
you know, I remember a comment a couple weeks ago, and somebody from Marina said, wait till we get our other guys back, because it's
Right.
basically the Francis Carson show for the
Right.
first 5 weeks. And now last week, he's distributing the ball
we
more.
got Gunnar
so-
Mickelson.
Yeah, so, all right, stay tuned.
Garrett James at 21. Saw him with a touchdown last night. And another
Couple
great
big
catch,
catches, yeah.
Shane McKibben, 24. And new member to the team, Dorsett Stecker,
Dorsett.
number 27.
Yeah, all right.
We knew he was going to be here, just like we know he's going to play D1 somewhere.
Yeah.
Tackles. We have a Newport Harbor addition to the tackles leaders this week. Glenn Baranowski, of course,
Yeah.
as usual. But Ethan Ambit, look at him.
Oh, really?
Look at the numbers he's putting up.
All right, Ethan, good job.
Sorry, that says 20. He's number 24, number 4 on Harbor, but he's number 24 in tackles in the county. Okay. Sunset Rewind, where are they now? This is maybe the coolest where are they now picture we've ever got. That is Carson Diavola with Navy and General Michael Borgschlull, who is the Marine Corps' deputy commandant, and now he's the Naval superintendent. That's the gentleman on the far right. And in the middle, Mo, who is that?
Is that Pete Hegseth, the
Yes,
Secretary?
U.S. Secretary of War.
The guy's dressed, man. He's got the
Yeah.
collar undone.
So
God,
that's
Carson.
our dude, Carson Diavolo.
Okay, a couple things. The general, look how many ribbons that guy.
Look at that.
How many tours has that dude done?
Yeah.
And then Carson, all right, he's wearing the battle paint, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming he's playing. If anybody
Yeah.
knows like how much he's getting in or whatnot, but man, what a
Look
cool
at that
picture.
picture.
That's,
Yeah, thanks for sending that to us. That's like beyond cool.
like you frame that and put that in your office when
That's
you're older,
just
Carson.
amazing. So thank you for that. It's just
Carson looked
amazing.
good.
Yeah. Sunset Rewind on the radar, number 32, Nathan Villanueva, who's only a sophomore at Huntington Beach, but so far this year he's got 73 carries for 418 yards, and he's gotten in the end zone 4 times. So adding to the potent offense of the Oilers, another weapon for Brady Edmonds and
They got
Matthew
two
Hatcher.
backs. They got Dylan. They got Steele. They got Troy. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
tough. Again, going back to the Harbor, great game plan as far as trying to keep.
Yep.
You're not going to stop them with your defense. You're going to stop by keeping them on the sidelines. But anyway, yeah, that's a very good offense.
Terrence Taves.
So, do you guys think that I got some sun? Do you think I look a little darker?
You're at
by
the
chance?
volleyball tournament, correct?
Yeah. Well, if you thought I did get a lot of sun, then that's where I was the past few days.
How was it?
It was pretty good, actually. I got to meet April Ross, even though I've met her a few times. Got to meet some international players. I got to meet Taylor Crabb and Trevor Crabb, even though I've seen them a few times here and there. I got to meet some Olympians, some U.S. Olympians, Teran Brasher and Kristen Nuss. They eventually wound up winning the women's side of things of the Beach Pro Tour Elite 16. And on the men's side, it was a pair from Qatar. It was Sharif and Ahmed taking down a pair from Brazil, Evandro. And
A volleyball team from Qatar won the whole thing.
Yeah, on the men's side.
Wow, I never
Yeah,
even
and-
played volleyball over there.
And the women's side, it was Taran Brasher and Kristen
Well, how'd the
Nuss.
Americans do, Taryn?
Yeah. Trevor and Taylor Crabb, they got fourth. They hadn't partnered up in over 10 years, and they were actually Olympians, but then they got back together, finished fourth. They had to make it through the qualifier round to make it all the way to the semifinals. Unfortunately, they just kind of ran into a buzzsaw against the eventual gold medalists of this tournament. So,
Did you do any interviews?
yeah, I didn't do any yesterday because I had to get to OCC, but
You looked sharp yesterday, by the way.
thank you. And
Did you ask them if they watched Sunset Rewind?
No, they've got a lot of bigger fish to fry.
No. If there's a pecking order of their lives, it's Sunset Rewind, then volleyball.
Oh no!
So you know.
You got
yes.
You got a pretty prestigious media pass. How'd you pull that off?
So I actually knew someone, Anthony Kirchie, former Newport Harbor alum and former men's volleyball player at UCLA. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mo. He
Who?
actually knew some of the USA and FIVB officials, and I was able to get a credential.
Did you ever follow up with that email I sent you about the SoFi access? Dan Albano
I'm
sent me
about
that.
to
We
compile
talked about
email.
that before
I'm
the show today. Taryn and I talked about
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm compiling that email as we speak.
All right, well, hey, the clock's ticking, man. Let's go Thursday.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely got to thank Anthony Kirchie for that. His son Luca actually played volleyball at Newport Harbor, and he plays at UCLA. So
Cool.
Well, if you're not following Taryn on his, social media and all his volleyball stuff, you need to. He's the Don.
yes, the Dawn.
you go.
Side out.
Set point.
Yes.
All right.
Come on, Mo. You got to
My
get
bad.
that right.
I love that show.
Go back to the slideshow, please. All right. We ready for this?
What did you come up with?
How about that?
Wow.
How about them apples? It's time for Sleepy Time with Sleepy Moe, thanks to Teran Rodriguez. So, Teran, the premise of this, and I'm going to ask Mo some sleeper questions. You know what a sleeper question is?
A question that'll put you to sleep.
More like kind of like an upset question or like a long shot type question. So I'll start with this. Mo, who is your sleeper to get the UCLA head coaching job in football?
Ooh, I don't know if this is a sleeper, but Jerry. Okay.
Jerry. There's nobody.
Jerry
I mean,
Springer?
Close. You got the first name
you
right.
can name any other coach. You can throw any coach out
Well, all
there.
right, I'll take Nick Saban if he's available.
Okay, Nick Saban. That's a sleeper pick.
No, screw that. Heddig. Coach Kevin Heddig.
Kevin Hennig.
I'll take him.
Okay.
He's got his receiver there.
Okay.
Coach Griffin can pull some strings. Why not? All right. So Brennan can be the head coach. Heddig can be the OC.
Okay.
Griffin can be the recruiting coordinator.
Oh, what a
Teran,
staff.
you do the O-line.
Sure.
And
Okay.
Sir, I don't mind getting paid to do that.
I'll do defensive backs.
I'll just film the games and break them down.
Okay, another sleeper pick. We all know who the good teams in the NFL are right now as the season develops.
Right.
Who is your sleeper pick to win the Super Bowl?
Go ahead, Teran. I'm so busy on Sundays. I don't have time.
I was going to say, I don't think Mo watches the NFL and whatnot. Sleeper pick to win the Super Bowl. Probably the Rams.
Okay, good. I like it. All right. So
Are the Niners like decent? I mean, I know they're 4-1, but they're winning with their backups in.
Yeah, that's the interesting part.
Wait till they get healthy.
Yeah, my thing is that will they have such a soft schedule though? Will that hinder them come playoff time?
No. Just get into the tournament. That doesn't matter. Pros are different. You just got to get in. After that, it's a whole different season, right? So if you can win enough games to get into that playoff,
So we'll see what the fans say about Sleepy Time with Sleepy Moe. If they like it, we'll bring it back next week. Fans, please comment on this and leave Teran and I some questions to ask Mo. Okay?
There's a backstory to that picture. But anyway.
Kevin, I just got to say, this might be your most brilliant idea I've ever seen.
Thank you very much. You know, you deserve credit. This doesn't happen without you. You coined the phrase "Sleepy Time with Sleepy Moe."
Sleepy time.
That's a
with
real
Sleepy
photo.
Moe.
You coined that phrase. Mo's dreaming about Notre Dame.
I'll tell the story of that on next week's show.
Mo's Player of the Week.
Yeah, Steel Kurtz threw a touchdown. Well, the biggest play of the game, in my opinion, was down 10-0. They're about to go into halftime down 10 points, and then he has that kickoff return on special teams. That in and of itself kind of woke up Huntington Beach, got him going. Then he throws a touchdown. He had an interception. It was called off because of an awful call. The receiver tripped over the feet of the defender, and they called PI. So he lit it up. Steel Kurtz, the man of steel, making plays for the mighty Oilers. That was an easy one.
All right, mine. I was there to see it in person. Cash Pearsall, Corona Del Mar, had a sack, had an interception, and as you said after the game when we're interviewing players, like, hey, who was the dude on defense tonight? Everybody was like, oh, dude, it's Cash.
One of our generic questions is, who stepped up tonight to help you get the win? And every single player we asked, offense and defense, said Cash Pearsall.
Yeah.
Cash Money Pearsall.
There you go.
So congratulations to him. Big win.
All right, Teran, how'd we do this week? I think I went 4-0.
Dude, Giants killing it.
So, all right, boys. Week 7 is in the books. I unfortunately went 3-1. Mo went 4-0. Kevin went 4-0. Jai 1000 went 4-0. Okay, I need your opinion on this. Kai left a comment. He got Marina Laguna and HB right, but he said CDM and Newport. So
if he can't figure it out, then he's out. I'm sorry. I'm tired of covering for that guy.
on that one?
No, I'm tired of lowering the bar for people. He needs to be accountable.
Yeah.
Do you agree? I mean, you tell me.
Well,
how hard
he
is
put
it
CDM on top of Harbor, so
Didn't we actually text him privately and ask him to clarify that?
I didn't. You might have. He texted me saying he was 4-0 during the game last night.
No,
I said, how are you 4-0? I go, CDM's still playing right now.
He gave me the picks, but he included CDM and Harbor in his picks.
exactly. I read that.
I go,
comment.
that's impressive. How did CDM and Harbor win? And then
Unless
he fixed
he's
it.
predicting 73-73 like Kevin did with Cypress and
So
CDM
can I just
Give it to
can I
Kai.
answer your question?
Go ahead.
Teran, You are the president and judge and organizer of this. This is your decision.
You know what? Since he put CDM over Newport Harbor, I'm gonna count that as him picking CDM. But Kai, I'm just gonna say it right now. If we have to do this again, if we have to come together and you don't clarify with Mo and Kevin, then I kind of have to give you a loss.
No, Teran, I
That's
support
more than
that 100%. I've
That's
had it with
more
that
than
guy.
fair.
Yeah,
He
because
needs to
I'm not
figure
here
it
to
out.
predict, and I was gonna call him out, and I did reply to him. I said, "Hold on there, Kai. CDM and Harbor are playing one another unless you're predicting a tie."
No, he's being lazy, and I'm done with him.
You're being more than fair.
And by the way,
and that's
Teran,
a great answer.
who won the SC Michigan game? Speaking of Kai.
Oh,
Yes!
USC.
Oh, sorry, Kai. Woo! What's Michigan's record? Teran laughing. Woo! What's Michigan's record like west of the Mississippi? It's something.
This
Is it
bad.
like, aren't they like 4-2 or 5-2 this year? Well, the thing is, Michigan had lost 3 straight in Southern California to USC prior to that, so it was such an easy pick to pick USC over Michigan. I don't care how bad USC was following that loss to Illinois. Like that was such an easy money pick.
All right, condolences, Kai.
Anyway, moving on. So Dennis Roll went 3-1. Rich Carrillo went 4-0. Road Dogs Pop YouTube went 3-1. Dan Trong went 4-0, and Jared Gonzalez went 3-1. By the way, a shout out to Jared Gonzalez. I met him at the CDM Newport Harbor game. It was such an honor to meet him.
Cool. Did you know who that was before the show?
Yeah,
Or did he-
I saw the comments, and I saw that.
But I mean, he introduced himself to you as, "Hey,
Yes.
I'm the guy." Okay, so that's the first
Yes.
time you met him.
Nice.
All right, so records are as follows. Giant 1000 is still in first place at 35-10. Kevin is now all alone in second place with a record of 33-12. Dennis Roll is in third place with a record of 32-13. I, Rich Carrillo, Mo, and Kai Kozai are all tied for fourth with a record of 31-14. Dan is in eighth place with a record of 30-15. And Road Dogs Pop YouTube is 29-16. And Jared Gonzalez is 23-8, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, he started late.
All right, then.
Well, before we move on to this week's picks.
Oh boy, Teran, I got a story about this.
Okay, so it's a couple reasons. So the first reason is obviously I picked La Habra, and Mo, go ahead and tell him.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, you did tell me
Okay.
that at 2 a.m. The Huntington players were saying, "Hey Mo, how's Terran's pick looking now?"
I wake up on Saturday about 7 a.m. and I've got all these missed calls and missed texts, and it's all Huntington players. And I'm not going to show you the pictures they sent me, but it was funny. They were all at, I want to say In-N-Out.
Yes.
And they basically, I'll just say this. The players watched the fan zone, at least the pick and part, because they made it very clear that they were aware of what you picked. Now, Teran, in your defense, that was not a bad pick. La Habra at home, and La Habra had him.
That's a 50-50 pick in my opinion.
100%.
I agree.
But, you know,
I
they
agree.
like to pile on, and I told them I was going to blast you on air, but you owned it. I'm not going to.
I have a thing in sports called the rule of 10. If two teams played each other 10 times, how would they do it? La Habra plays Huntington Beach 10 times. They go 5-5.
And so that's reason number one. I'm owning up to my La Habra versus Huntington Beach pick. But I'm also eating crow because between me, Steve Fryer, and Dan Albano, I picked Yorba Linda to beat San Juan Hills, while Fryer
Wow.
and Albano picked San Juan Hills. I was
So
honestly
you're offering a bowl of crow to those two gentlemen as well.
Yes.
That's generous of you.
I really thought that Yorba Linda was going to have a defensive masterclass. I was thinking maybe they could replicate that win over Edison. Just maybe. But San Juan Hills just cranked it up to 11.
No.
Everything just clicked for those Stallions.
Teran, I will say this, and consider this in the future. And again, if I was an expert at gambling, I'd be a rich man. San Juan Hills got embarrassed.
Says everyone.
And San Juan Hills is a good team.
Yeah.
If they had any pride at all, they were going to come back and just lay the wood. Now, that doesn't mean they were going to win, but there was no way they were going to be flat 2 weeks in a row. So if they were ever primed to have a big game, that was it.
I did not see that game at all manifesting itself like that. You know, the 33-10 victory CDM had over San Juan Hills was shocking enough. But then for San Juan Hills to come back and beat Yorba Linda 41-17, if you told me San Juan Hills beat Yorba Linda 20-17, I'd be like, oh, okay. But I didn't see that one coming.
Well, here's an interesting take. I'm a math teacher. If you use I think it's the associative property.
Transitive
you
property?
You think I'd know that as a math
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, transitive property.
If Team A beats Team B and
Correct.
Team B beats Team C,
Correct.
Team A should crush Team C.
Therefore, yeah.
So we're not there yet, but theoretically, CDM should hammer Yorba Linda. We'll see, but anyway.
Oh, don't give Yorba Linda any bulletin board material.
Just kidding.
Especially Jeff
That's
Bailey.
Jeff
Yeah.
Bailey.
I
That's
got
your
Yorba
boy.
Linda in that game.
Dude, that's Jeff Bailey, bro. He
right.
doesn't need any motivation.
Yeah.
I know he's a UCLA Bruin like you, but he does not need any motivation.
Well, they're fighting for their lives now. But anyway,
all right.
that's in 2 weeks.
So 2025 Sunset Rewind Week 8 games. Let's go ahead and start off with the big one on Thursday at SoFi Stadium.
Oh, we're already on that part.
Alpha League.
Who wants to go first?
5-2 Edison versus 7-0 Los Al. This game cost me a tattoo last week. Did you hear anything? Or last year?
No,
excuse me.
Sam
Did you
Thompson
hear
and his
anything?
buddy in Maddox and Lowe were in here
Yeah.
last week. They said they'd text me with like what you'd put on the
So-
line this year. They didn't get back to me. Now, if they do, guys, I will put it on X. They said Dole's got to put something on the line
They
again.
still got till Thursday, I guess.
They said nothing like a tattoo.
Okay.
But maybe he shaves that stupid mop on his head or something.
No,
cool.
no, man.
Would that be
come
worse
on.
than the tattoo?
I
Anyway,
mean, come on, dude.
so Sam, get together with your boys and come up with something. I will post it on X.
All right, I'll just get it over with. Los Al's winning this game. They're going to roll to 8-0. You know, I love Edison. All due respect to Edison. But, yeah, Los Al's got an advantage. I think they're going to win.
Man, I'd really like to pick Edison, but Los Alamitos is just playing some of its best ball. I'm sure Edison's going to keep it close and competitive, and heaven forbid, this is probably the game where you throw out the records, just like Battle of the Bay. But I just think Los Alamitos is just clicking on all cylinders. I can't imagine the Griffins losing this one. Give me Los Alamitos.
So in a game like this, I like to make little check marks, like,
Like the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Rested, that's a draw. They're both rested. They're coming off buys. Los Al actually has 2-week bye. Coaching, that's a wash. Battle tested, I might actually lean to Los Al because they're both battle tested, but Los Al's just had a ringer of a schedule. Edison's had a darn good schedule. So they're battle tested. Playmakers, they're everywhere on both sides of the ball. But for me, 2 things. Lenny Ibarra is rested, and he is a playmaker on offense and defense and special teams. Edison doesn't really have a guy like that. They've got guys, but Lenny he's just one of those phenomenal difference makers. So that kind of leans me towards the Los Al side. The other thing is the resume. Los Al's 7-0. I picked against him at Hawaii, and I regretted that pick to this day. And I said, I'm not picking against him until they prove me wrong. So I'm a man of my word. I will stick with my Los Al pick until they fall off that horse.
All right, so we all agree on that pick. Next one will be Marina versus Fullerton on Friday at Fullerton High School. It's a Lambda League game. Vikings come in at 5-2, 1-1 in league, as does Fullerton, 5-2, 1-1 in league. So, interesting facts about Fullerton. Key wins: they beat Anaheim 40-6 and Santa Fe 35-7. Key players: number 10, Sergio Andrade, a junior quarterback. He's 44-67, 633 passing yards and 9 TDs. I'm sure that needs to be updated as well. And they also have a really good running back, Caden Wise, who's a senior, number 21. 52 carries, 421 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Famous alumni, and this one's awesome.
It's got to be a baseball player.
I could have gone with that. I believe Walter Johnson, the big train, went there, from way back, more than 100 years ago in baseball. But this one is for any music fan of any type of genre of music. This is a universal music one. It appeals if you like punk, heavy metal, country, whatever.
No idea.
Leo Fender.
Still no idea.
Leo Fender Guitars?
James is that
Fender
guy,
Guitars?
that Fender?
Yes. Leo
wow.
Fender went to Fullerton High School. Stratocaster, Telecaster,
Yeah, he did well
jazz
for himself.
bass. Leo Fender, and people who like music know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He went to Fullerton High School.
Interesting. God, what year? Fenders have been around for a long time.
Right. It's back in,
All right, who's your pick?
well,
Sorry,
Marina.
I know.
Marina.
Okay. Teran?
Man, this one actually is this one could be a 50-50 pick, but I got to go with Marina. I think Marina needs all the wins that they can get in the Lambda League, and this one could be a de facto game right here. This one could be the difference between finishing first, second, or third, or in the top 3 in general. So I'll take Marina, but they got to play some good, clean football.
Yeah, Fullerton's 5-2, but they got blowout wins versus Santa Fe, Rancho Buena Vista, which is fine. They just lost to Beckman 34-14. They barely beat Kennedy, who's just decimated on injuries. Give me Marina.
All right. We're all in agreement there again. All right.
I think we're all going to agree on all the picks this week. It's shaping up that way.
Fountain Valley at Dana Hills. Boy, Fountain Valley 1-6, 0-2. Dana Hills, one of the few undefeated teams still left in Orange County. They're 7-0, 2-0 in league. Their key wins, they beat Desert Oasis of Las Vegas 10-6. That was their closest game. They beat El Medina 30-14. They have a really good quarterback who's only a sophomore. Carter Anderson wears number 9. He's 80 of 144. He has over 1,300 yards already and 15 touchdowns. And then Radley Geis, number 28 senior running back, 74 carries, 520 yards, 6 touchdowns. Famous alumni?
McKay Smith, assistant men's volleyball coach at Long Beach State. He also played football at Dana Hills as well.
Nice. This is a good one. It's for the surfing community.
No idea.
Simmons, former Dana Hills boys volleyball coach.
Pat O'Connell was a professional surfer. And if you remember the movie Endless Summer 2, he was the star of
the
that.
first one.
Yeah, he was the remake in like 1994, but Pat O'Connell attended Dana Hills. I am obviously, all due respect to the Barons, Dana Hills wins this game. They go to 8-0, 3-0 in league.
Look, 1-6 versus 6-0. Dana Hills.
Give me Dana Hills, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fountain Valley.
Intriguing game here. Foothill, don't sleep on them, even though they're 2-5, 1-1. I've seen them play this year. But Huntington Beach, 6-1, 2-0. It's going to be Friday night at Huntington Beach High School, one of the most beautiful locations for a high school football game. Key win for Foothill this year. They beat Norte Vista 10-9.
So their one win is by 1 point.
Jake Lynn, senior quarterback, 52 of 109, 506 yards. TD Aiden Faraj Jr. has 86 carries for 462 yards. He has 5 touchdowns, though, so pretty good running back there. Famous alumni. If Mo pieces this one together, this will be amazing.
I got to start researching this before the show.
This ties into Sunset Rewind.
Teran went to Harbor.
What made you think that?
Jason went to
Tustin,
which is their rival. James, where'd you go to high school?
El Dorado.
Okay,
I'll give you a hint. This ties
it's
in.
not Cole.
This ties in through Murphy
I was just saying Murphy, but he went to
University.
Uni. Yeah.
Okay, Matthew Lillard, the actor, went to Foothill. Matthew Lillard was in the Scooby-Doo movie as Shaggy.
Who Murphy played. We got his picture from that movie. All right.
How's that for a connection?
Wow. Man, Dole's going deep.
All right. Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach wins this game.
Yeah. Foothill's been outscored 59-200. The only thing that's going to hurt Huntington Beach is themselves if they don't come in locked and loaded and focused. If they do that, I've got Huntington.
Who is Foothill beaten in league? Because it says they're 2-5 and they're 1-1.
They played Laguna, but I didn't get that score as of
Laguna
yesterday.
Hills.
Yeah.
Okay, then give me Huntington Beach, no doubt.
Right.
All right. Corona Del Mar versus Villa Park. I won't say this is a trap game because Villa Park's good. 4-3, 1-1. They play at El Medina High School on Friday. Corona Del Mar coming in with a bunch of momentum after that big win. The Sea Kings. What more can you say? Key players and stats. Number 2, Vince Legata, senior quarterback, 36 of 58, 435 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Come on, do that off air.
Number 34, Coy Collins, sophomore running back, 58 carries for 473 yards and 4 touchdowns. Famous alumni here, world famous alumni.
Costner, right?
Yes, Kevin Costner.
Yes.
Good. Mo got it.
Yes.
Sea Kings go to 7-0, 3-0.
Yeah, Villa Park is one of those teams that actually benefited from the transfer portal, like the sitting out period. You're right. I hate to say the term trap game because it is Villa Park and they're good. But coming off, Battle of the Bay, a short week, at Villa Park, that's never easy. But there's no excuse for CDM not to show up and win this one. I'm going to go with CDM, but this might be a little more competitive than people think.
I'm going to pick Corona Del Mar for a few reasons. One, I know Corona Del Mar might have the Battle of the Bay hangover, and I know they're on a short week, but let me just tell you, they're playing some darn good football, and Brady Annette, even though he did have that fumble, he just plays so cerebral. The whole Corona Del Mar team just plays cerebral. Everyone is probably thinking this is a trap game. This is going to be it's a short week. Villa Park is darn good because that quarterback did come from Loyola and whatnot. But
he was 10-0 on the JV team for whatever value that is. But
yeah,
you're right.
But I still think Corona Del Mar is going to be playing its best football in this game, and they know the magnitude of this game. And also, this is kind of a payback game from last year because that game against Villa Park last year that I went to, it was really close until the fourth quarter when kind of the wheels started falling off and whatnot. So I just got to pick Corona Del Mar with this one. I can't imagine they'd have a letdown following Battle of the Bay.
Teran, let me ask you this. What is Corona Del Mar's identity? Like the whole year, I feel like we've been hyping up their offense, and rightfully so.
Great question.
But their defense, I mean,
It's the
7
no-name
sacks,
defense.
And that's just it. But they're starting to make names for themselves. But you're right. They don't have that quote-unquote D1 guy. But, they dropped the Harbor guy 7 times. And then how many turnovers did they generate against San Juan Hills? I mean,
I think it was like 3.
Are they
three
a
or 4.
defensive team, an offensive team, or a complete team? I mean,
Great question.
They're Orange County's best kept secret.
Yes.
All right, Newport Harbor versus San Juan Hills on Friday at Newport Harbor High School. Teran will be broadcasting that game, obviously.
Go ahead, Teran. Let him go first.
I want to hear your pick, Mo. You go.
San Juan Hills, we've already talked about their stats and famous alumni. Key wins, Chaparral 38-33 and Maricosa 38-28. Sailors 2-5, 0-2. San Juan Hills 5-2, 1-1. Coming off that colossal victory versus Yorba Linda this week. San Juan Hills doesn't drop this one, and unfortunately, sorry Sailor Nation, Stallions win this game.
Yeah, the playoff start for Harbor, it's official. But I just look at the tail of the tape. Timmy, her league MVP as a junior. Cooper Jaworski was a UCLA commitment. He might go back now. Yeah, I mean, I could just name off guy after guy. Pulling for Harbor, and if they pull this off, I will dust that box of crow to them. But give me San Juan Hills.
Look, well, first and foremost, I actually do want to congratulate Robert Frith on his 100th victory.
Oh, really?
Against San Juan Hills.
Nice.
He got it against Yorba Linda. That was, if I had known that, if I had known he was at win number 99, I would have for sure picked San Juan.
I believe.
I'll say that after the
I believe
fact.
we coached against Frith. I've said before when he was Del Toro, right?
Yeah.
Your alma mater.
Oh yeah. That being said, I'm picking San Juan Hills too. I've got 5 reasons why I'm picking San Juan Hills. Well, maybe 6. 1, Newport Harbor has the Battle of the Bay hangover. I know I just mentioned that CDM is not going to have that, but I see Newport Harbor having that. 2, Newport Harbor's on a short week. There's no discussion against that. 3, Newport Harbor in the Matt Burns era has only 1 win against a team that has a record better than 500, and that was Tesoro last year. 4, San Juan Hills is in the league title hunt still, and Robert Frith said it best. They have to pretty much run the table and see what happens going forward in league. 5, man, I hate to say this about Newport Harbor, but I think San Juan Hills just checks off all the boxes compared to them. And then 6, San Juan Hills wants a little revenge against Newport Harbor after losing to them in passing league at the South County Classic, which that 6th reason is probably a little bit far-fetched, but
Makes
might as well
sense.
throw that into the pot too.
Teran, have you seen the movie
Well
A
stated.
Beautiful Mind?
No.
You have it. Go watch it. Go ahead. That was impressive.
All right, that will do it for the week number 9 picks. And now, a word from our sponsors.
This podcast is brought to you by Arbor Real Estate, serving the coastal cities of Orange County, offering Southern California's most sought-after homes. Visit us today at arborrealestate.com.
All right, Newport Harbor Sailors football broadcasting their home games for the fans with Teran Rodriguez and Justin Lee. Make sure to go to TAR TV. And you're broadcasting the rest of the regular season games, correct?
Yes.
From here on out. All right.
Correct.
Nice job
So-
last night, too, broadcasting a game, technically a road game, but I mean, it's the Battle of the Bay. It's the whole community of Newport. So I'm sure you had fun doing that.
So if you want to find Teran, go to a Harbor game. They're at home for their last 3 games. I mean, if they got a shot, the fact that they're at home helps.
Yep.
We'll see.
Listen live, Dominic Lorenz, Huntington Beach games. I was listening on Friday night, as was Mo.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Very compelling game, and Dominic just paints a picture with his words, and keeps you updated in like 35-30 Oilers victory.
And by the way, calling a game by yourself is incredibly difficult. Your play-by-play, your color, you're looking at numbers, you're articulating. That is one of the hardest things to do, and he does a really, really good job.
And he's got a very professional setup up there when you go up in the box. He does just a wonderful job. Yeah, it's awesome. Los Alamitos High School News and Sports, #Griffin News, starring Colin Creason and Lenny Ibarra.
Yes.
JP West Media, of course, ran into him last night. He must get in 11 miles running during a football game.
Yeah, he's working with
Up
that
and down the sideline.
10-foot lens.
He's the best in the business. Yeah. Thank you to our fantastic sideline reporters, Emma Verns and Catalina Barrera. Thank you to our awesome production team of Cole Menzinger, James Krupe, Sam Bray, and Nate Gervin. Hey, we are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, so please click the like and subscribe buttons. Please also follow us on social media sites, TikTok, X, and Instagram. And please also visit our website, sunsetrewind.com. It has a multitude of sports on there, not just football, all things Sunset League related and Sunset Rewind related. If you need to get into contact with us about possible internships, please go on there. There's a form you can fill out. We'll get back to you. Please, 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 we love your comments in the fan zone and on the recap show. We would love to answer your questions. Thank you for tuning in. We always appreciate the support. What a wonderful community we have here.
Did we do a word from our sponsor?
Rewind. Yes, we did.
All right, then we're good.
So,
Teran?
I just got to say, for our picks, I was hoping some of us would be a little bit more different or go Cardinal, but it is what it is, and that's hopefully our picks will be different, just so it's not like
there's some big ones coming up where we're gonna have to make some tough choices.
There's some tough decisions coming up. You know, like looking ahead, the Yorba Linda CDM game. That's going to be a tough one to pick.
And then Mission Edison,
Los Al,
yeah, Edison, San Clemente,
Edison.
Trust me, Teran. I think there's going to be plenty of room for
separation,
disagreement.
Some interesting conversations.
But that's why we love doing the pick'ems. Otherwise, we're just cheerleaders.
That's right.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Another Sunset Rewind fan zone in the books. We appreciate it so much. We will see you next week. Make sure to get to a Sunset Rewind game this week. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful week. Be nice to each other, and God bless.